trying to build my portfolio, personal portfolio, and this was a project that I had come up in mind. And the idea was, a lot of people put a lot of investment their time in their characters, their avatars. They're spending time in it. So this tool is the legendary chronicler. Chronicler. Immortalize your journey. Upload a moment from where winds meet. Let the AI lore master weave your deeds into a legend. So this is using Gemini SDK, AI Google Studio to help build this project, and of course, content from where winds meet. And the idea here is that there's sections, and we'll start out with the screenshots. I've already uploaded a couple just to make sure everything was uploaded and working for this. When I started this for the fifth time, we're just gonna keep rolling with it. So here you have your your different photos that you upload, your hero part, your section, portrait, avatar, and footer art. And what we're doing here is we're essentially building a website, and this is a tool to do that. So let's go ahead and pick an avatar. So it's going to take me to my screenshot folder, and I'm going to try to find an avatar that I'm happy with. We'll go with that one. I'm telling you, I took so many screenshots, so it'll take me a minute. So I'm going to scroll and focus it on, there's my character there. That's pretty nice. Look at that. Came out good. So here, and we're going to put the footer. I think I already saw one. I did want this one right there. Is that a good one? There's a lot of good ones. All right, moving down. Right here, we have the name. Put my name. Let's do mysterious. The title, the legendary chronicler. We'll start with that. We could you guys find it. We'll stick with medium. I plan to go Raging Tides for my martial sect. Definitely enjoying the chef. I kind of hope there's group food buffs eventually that, the chef could pop out at the beginning of a sword trial or for a group, or, that'd be pretty neat. I'm not sure if that's already out there and we're just kind of waiting for the updates. Let's see here. Known history. Military veteran. Came from a broken village. You keep on. So role playing, I imagine there's a big role playing, but we're building the story up behind the characters and everything like that. But you can get to the whole role play side of it. Over here I have a little tool. So for each section you go here, and it can help. A form seamers, squid ink both. That's perfect. Can I copy that? That's perfect right there. Look, it's from Broken Village. We can weave legend. We'll get down traits. What do we do here? We just add a rumor. Roast duck. I love it. So then that's notes and code. The next we're going to do our martial build. Need to work on this section a little bit. But we're going to heavy blade and spear the old tank. If I can find it. Is it Stormbreaker? I believe it's Stormbreaker. Custom path. Here, you can select your martial skills, and this come important later. So let's go offensive. I'm kind of just going to select here. I want to build my character, but this is the idea behind it. You sit here and select what you want, what you have. Allies, bonds. See here if your spouse is. I'm not married yet. But you put notes in here with your guild spouse. It'll show up. Rivals. Man, I spent some time in jail recently for. I guess I can't call them false accused. I was running around town like crazy, and they just did whatever they could to get me to calm down, I guess. And then I don't want to alt tab. No, I can do this. So UID. My user ID in game for my character is 101 896 5917. And let's see what Weave Legend does. So we're hooked up with actually the AI here. We have the back prompt. The master prompt is to tie it all into the look-see background, the lore, and the where winds meet. And so there it goes. It kind of generated a longer form of it for the lore. What we're going to do now is going to hit Forge Codex. We're going to let this spin off for a little bit, let the robots do their thing. All right. So we're back. And this is what it has generated so far. Check this out. It's pretty neat, right? And what we're looking at here is a website. We'll hit this export HTML and then export into the images and whatever we got going on here. And I'll explain this later. We'll talk about the export later. But we're looking at a website here, and as the role ties it all in together. And it's fun. It's something else for the Where Winds Meet community. I am currently working on but you can host this on your own websites. It's very small, so you can use like a hoster like NeoCities and really just upload. You just upload your stuff and you have your own character uploaded on your own website. And you can edit it. You can add, there's going to be a gallery feature, so you can actually add your gallery, your images. Uh, it's neat. So let's jump into that now. So this is the basic. This one, after that, it kind of popped it out. And what we have down here is our mystic skills that we had selected. And you mouse over them, and you have just, it gives whoever's visiting your site this information about what you got on in your inner ways. It's pretty neat. The livelihood. And there's that rumor, that roast duck, pretty tasty. And look at that. There's that footer image, in-game screenshot, no filters. Pretty neat. That's just the basic. But let's jump into this tuner. So here we have different themes. And which one do we want to do? But it'll switch through, and it just kind of switches it up and gives some variety to the builder. I like that one. It fits the background really good. And we also have the scan option. It'll scan the screenshot and kind of give you a color palette that you prefer. It's the same concept here where you can change the colors, and we'll change some of the colors that are out and about. You can change the layout. So right now we're on the single scroll layout, and this changes the wireframe of the website, of the final output. Split view. I like that one. It's pretty good. Imperial Edict. I like that. I like that. Let's just stick with... I need to add a couple more views, but we'll stick with single for now. Let's add a couple images to the gallery here. We'll add that one. I see that one. This one. And we got a firework going off, so why not? So down here you'll have your gallery. This is a light box, so you'll be able to click it and close it, X, cycle through. Whoever's visiting your character profile. You can add some frames to it, so we can add some jade. Let's go ahead and forge a seal. So make it green. We'll hit forge. This has been kind of random, but what the AI is doing now is generating an AI image. And it should insert it into it, and there it is. It tries to get the characters that you had put in here. It's hard to see. It tries to generate the characters. But it's been kind of hit or miss lately. But that's kind of the idea behind it. We'll be able to add guild seals and have all kinds of fun with it. And it'll be fun to do for tournaments. And that's it. This is part of it. I keep rambling. There's a lot of features going on here. By the time I close this, I already see a couple bugs and a couple things I want to add to it, like a bunch of different layouts. But what we'll do now is, done with the tuner. I mean, I'm sure I could sit there and play with it. But this is nice. This is a character profile. We're going to export it, and we're going to upload it up to a guild website. So right now we're working on we're in a PvP. We're kind of getting ready for the PvP release here soon, the 30 vs 30. We're working on a guild website, and there's going to be some characters, and so people that want some character profiles made, we're just going to rip through them real quick, put them out, and put them on the website, and we'll see you on the ladder board. All right, so mic check. I was doing another video and started talking about this tool and forgot that one of the coolest features about it is that I integrated AI. I was making a point that, this tool is open up to the public because there's a lot of AI features here. I have my billing account hooked up to it, and so I don't want to wake up one afternoon and realize there's been a billion calls to the AI. So that's what's going on here. Maybe eventually one day, and I believe I can release this without the AI features. No, probably not. But anyway, here we go. So let me try to find a picture. This is one of the neat things about it. Let me try to find a suitable picture. This one works. Let's open this one. But let's go to AI. Let's go to AI. That's pretty neat. I am sitting here with somebody. But let's go isolate. No, we don't want a scene generation. Epic Wixia, Mountains in the Mist. The two figures in the middle are sitting around a campfire sitting campfire eating hot pot. Is that right? That sounds about right. So this is pretty cool. It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. Think about all the guild photos. I've done a few for some character showcases. And it just puts a different little bit of touch on it. Some screenshots you can't get in game naturally. And of course, you can do this for all the images. You can generate video. There's a way to generate video too. It's using the same call, using the same AI process steps. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that pretty cool? So you have your character. It took the character, and it took two characters, and I'm gonna save that. Use it for another showcase. Pretty neat. So I forgot to showcase that tool earlier, and that is the new. That would be the new header image hero, the background. If we went through this whole process again and built it, I should cut it off now. No, no, let's go. I'll do another one. Let's do another one. Let's find another one. What do we want to do? So, I mean, a lot of these screenshots are good in their own right. No, that's fine. Look at me. Hang on, maybe a footer would be better. Something wider angle instead of trying to just. I want to do so many things. I don't know. There we go. We'll do this one. AI Gen. Ink wash painting, perfect. We won't change any of that, so we're doing this. The character in the middle is surrounded by majestic wildlife. Sounds pretty good. Isolate is a background remover and does a transparent background. It isolates the character, remove background remover. That was added for like the portrait and the other angles, the other images that would be added. That is pretty legit, so let's go down. I'll save that one also. Save image. Done. Save image. Apply and save. Oh, so we'll do this. So I'll just randomize legend. I had this randomize thing, well, because you get tired of doing it over and over. Let's upload that one. This one. Zoom in on the name. Look at that. Iron Fist, Silent Blade, Poetic. Let's leave that. We'll leave that. So I'll show you what the random was. Let it spin through real quick. I don't know if I have a YouTube account. Do I have a YouTube account? I should. I was kind of hoping you guys would just take submissions of like MP4s or something like that. I'm pretty sure I have a YouTube account still. And there we go. So as you can see, the images that we had created are brought in. Pretty awesome stuff. Pretty awesome stuff. Here's one of the magazine layouts. Of course, I think I showed this in the other one. And that's it. You would then the user would be happy with it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot about this too. So narrate this. So we click this, and we're gonna do a female, and it copies the persona that was used on the front. And right now it's doing a pipeline. It's truncated. It's taking the legend section of the lore that it generated with the input from the user, and it's actually going to create a AI generated voice. I don't know if we'll be able to hear that in this recording, but that's what it's doing. And it's not the system's text to speech. It's actually using AI right now, and it is using text to speech, but with the AI pitches, the humanoid pitches in a poetic tone. I hope we can hear it. But it's also going to save it in a .wav format for the website. So when it's exported, it goes with the export, and it's part of the assets as well as the images. That way, when it's hosted, as long as the hosting allows it, when a viewer clicks it, it will have an accessibility option. It's really just an accessibility tool, but instead of just a normal robot computer text-to-speech, this is a AI narrated one. And this is rather long. There we go. It just took off. So I don't know. I used to have a play button right here. I am not seeing it. But the user will click export, and it will download a zip. It will have the index. It will have the character.html. It's really the index.html with the character name, the assets folder, and all the images, all the video, all the AI images that were generated. It will have them all in the assets, and it's really just upload. You just upload it to the guild website or to your own NeoCities or wherever hosting you find, and you showcased your Where of Winds character that way. And it is editable. If you don't know HTML, it's a great starter way to learn HTML. It's very well documented code in there. Some notes, annotated notes. And it's a good way to learn, right? So anyway, thank you for listening again. I'm going to add this to the video that we had before, and chat soon. Bye.